What's up, athletes, and welcome to Sector 12. As I said in my last FPS Creator video, the next game that I will be playing is Sector 12. This is a game that I made in about a week when I was recovering from foot surgery, and then I came back to it a couple of months later and kind of updated it a little bit. This is the original build, I think. So it's not the currently available version. I think there's just a few minor differences, but I just wanted to get in, kind of explain my thought process while making it and what I did to make this game. Just kind of as a comparison to what I did with my other game, that Warehouse Raid one. And then after this, I might do one more video on a game that I made, just to do a third comparison. A later game that I made after Sector 12. Three months ago, my family was kidnapped. The attackers left me for dead. But the police were able to save me. After I recovered, I was able to track these men down. They are hiding in some sort of warehouse. I will find my family. They will pay. So, this level, most of the levels in this game, I kind of do regret saying this because it is not my greatest example of stuff, but these levels are mostly the pre-made levels that come with FPS Creator, but I decided to update them a little bit and make them connected to form a coherent story. Remember, door's locked. There should be a key around here. When I made this, I was super high off pain medicine and stuff. So, that was kind of my little excuse. I was just, I had so much drugs going through my system at that time, so. Found a sniper rifle. This could be useful. So that was kind of just my rationale, I guess. It's not the greatest excuse, but I think it worked, but I am biased. So I did use some custom scripts to make it so that when you pick up weapons and stuff, you have to hit the enter key, which isn't a default in FPS Creator. There's a cop down there. I need to save him. I did this just to make it feel a bit more interactive than it normally is. I do think, though, looking back, that it was an odd decision to make your first weapon a sniper rifle and a pistol. Uh-oh, I hear more guys coming. I hope I have enough ammo. This is just kind of a hindsight thing. I didn't think too much of it when I first made it. I didn't even think too much of it when I started reworking parts of it. But in hindsight, it was a very odd decision. If you wanted to, I guess you could go back up there and snipe them. But I think it's more fun just to go out and face them head on. That wasn't the intention when I made it. All the weapons in this game are from Model Pack 5, which included a bunch of Counter-Strike looking guns. They don't get used too much, and they don't really work with any of the other weapons you can use in FPS Creator, which I think is why they're never used that much, but I really like them, and I try to find an excuse to use these particular guns instead of the other ones. You're safe now. Go get backup. Thank God for my SWAT training. Who were they? They were well trained. Yeah, this is an older build. In the current build, the loading screen, I don't actually think it says loading at all. Or if it does, it's in black and green font. This door is remotely locked. I need to disable the power. So this is the only level in the entire base game that I made myself, which isn't really flex, I guess, but like I said, I think I did a decent enough job blending the blending the stock levels into one coherent level. And like I said, also, when it comes to the other parts of the game, because I made multiple chapters of it, I don't know if I'll play them, but when it came to those other chapters, I did make every single level myself, so it's just kind of a, if you notice it, you notice it. If you didn't notice it, well, I don't take credit for making those levels anyway, so it's no biggie, I guess. I did have a lot of fun making this little warehouse storage area section. You know, just crawling underneath the shelves or whatever to get an angle on your enemy. Though, I guess in hindsight, these lights aren't really big enough to light up this giant of space. The music in this game was made by Kevin MacLeod, who does a lot of royalty-free music. I'm not a composer myself, so when it comes to music, I always kind of have to like pay someone or just get only free music. I do think I fixed this in the final version of the game. This was a minor error that I had in the old build. I can't remember if I did or didn't. I think I did, though. I do remember going back through parts of the levels to fix things. I think that door is supposed to link up to this door here, but I can't remember if that was... Usually when I make levels, I make these fake doors connect to the other door. I don't know if I did that with this one, but I usually do that just to, I don't know, make it seem consistent, make it in case I want to use that as like a hallway or something. Sector 12. Looks like I have no other choice. Dear God, please have my family be in there. So, I didn't actually talk about this, I realized, but the first level that I showed you is based off a template game you could use for FPS Creator called Terror Strike. It was basically, you know, a counter-terrorist type game. This level is based off a sci-fi example, just called Sci-Fi. And there were two of them. It was the only multi-level demo they had that you would get with FPS Creator. And this one was also attempted to do horror with the stock FPS Creator zombies, which aren't really scary zombies. They have guns and stuff, but it was the only one that attempted to do horror in any sense. This is the second level of that sci-fi template. I made it the first level, I guess, or the third level, but it comes first. Because I just felt it would be... I just felt it works better. I found an automatic rifle with a scope. A typical Special Forces weapon. Found a grenade launcher. I need to aim good when using this. I think I mentioned this in my other video. Grenades in FPS Creator are a difficult thing to use. These are two separate weapons. So, the rifle itself is one weapon, and the grenade launcher is a separate weapon, so it's a different pickup, basically. Combat shotgun. This is a pretty cool shotgun that comes with the pack. It's like a semi-auto, like, mag-fed gun. I'll show it off later. I need to find a way into that room. I hope that safe has intel on my family. So, this, I do believe I also fixed. You can see this door on the floor. This was not supposed to be there. This was supposed to spawn in later. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean when I get there. This rifle in particular, whoever made the weapon, I think his name was Jonathan Fletcher, really went all out with this gun. It has, it has a grenade launcher, it has a suppressor, it has a fake laser sight, which doesn't actually do anything but looks cool, and it has a scope. So, like, this guy really went all out with this gun in particular. So, I decided to make it probably the best gun in the game, next to this gun. This was another thing I did fix. I did make them not all just stand in that hallway waiting for you. Poor guy. So this is, I don't know if these still exist, but this is a cigarette machine. I don't know if those are still a thing in buildings and stuff. I don't think so. Model pack product of its time. So this is the room that opening cutscene showed. How I made that cutscene was I created, I modified a script that allowed you to control another character. It was like this robot turtle thing that could explode. It's a cool script. It's never been used in a game before. I've never seen the turtle itself used. And I just modified it a little bit so that I could use like the T, F, G, H key and the I, J, K, and L key to move two other NPCs around. So that was how I made that little cutscene. I just had the two of these Special Forces guys. I just manually controlled them to make the cutscene. This room is seen at the end of Flesh and Bones. It's connected to Flesh and Bones, which I kind of regret doing because it has nothing to do with Flesh and Bones. I wanted to make Flesh and Bones a part of this game's continuity, but I kind of regret doing that now in hindsight. I think Flesh and Bones is best as its own, I guess, thing, but again, hindsight's 2020. So in the final cutscene, I'm just standing in this corner. I controlled one of the characters who walked through this door, and back here was just a soldier who, after a few minutes, walks through this door and just kind of hangs out in this room. I do think the sniper, I should have probably nerfed the sniper rifle a little bit. It is really powerful and you get way too much ammo for it. You're never actually required to use it past that first section. So this thing is a asset that was in FPS Creator from the start. I've never noticed that. I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be, and it's only used in this sci-fi demo. I've never seen it used in any other game ever. But it's used as just a way to automatically give your character health if you just hit the interact key. It's kind of cool. I'm not really sure why they included it. I guess it's like a Half-Life reference. Something is wrong. The air is cold. It feels lifeless here. And there's these special forces that should be careful. But I don't know. I guess it's kind of a fun thing. Like I said, it's included by default in the sci-fi template, so I decided to use it as the health system for this level. Hey, you! Hands up! I'm warning you. Put your hands up or I will shoot. This is just a zombie nurse character made by one of FPS Creator's most prolific content creators, Bond1. She comes in a model pack with a bunch of other zombies and like civilian characters. That police officer at the beginning is from that pack too. It's probably the most important pack in FPS Creator because of how many characters it comes with. And yeah, I really did try to like make a build up here with, you know, the Kevin MacLeod music playing, the soldiers in the other room, the bodies in those other areas, so that when you come here, you think this is, you would think, I mean, obviously you wouldn't because horror games have been around for fucking ever now. But, like, the idea was, these games I make mostly for my friends. My friends play them, they get scared because they don't really play video games much. Or horror games, if they do play games, they don't play horror games much. So you think it's a regular nurse, then she turns around, she's a zombie. And you need to get this key. But, uh-oh. What the hell happens to them? No, I need to find my family. This guy comes up and attacks you. You may have heard it, you may have not, because I was talking, but there's also an explosion that plays, which I'll show you why he says, no, I need to hurry, I need to find my family. So then this door, you know, it explodes, and this door was then going to spawn in to make it look like, oh, the zombies broke in and they killed everyone, but I messed that up, sadly. Let's see. Thank God, my family is in holding cell B4. I better hurry. I hope the monsters aren't near them. So yeah, it was just kind of this little fun, I don't know what the word is, no, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is. I don't know what the word I was trying to say is supposed to be, crap. This is the first sci-fi level. Completely modified though. This one pretty much consists entirely of zombies. This surgeon is from that same model pack. I think he looks pretty cool. Normally in the sci-fi pack, or in the sci-fi level, you just fight a bunch of like human and alien characters in these hallways, but I decided to make them zombies, and then there's a couple of soldiers that you fight in these rooms. I found an LMG. It'll be heavy, but it could be useful. I think if I remember right, this is the only chapter in the entire game where you get this LMG, so I'm just going to save it for the final level. I think the only reason I even included the grenade launcher is because I included the main assault rifle. The grenade launcher in particular, this one is not very good, even by FPS creator standards. But I guess I can show it off in a little bit. Oh, they're up to some nefarious stuff here. The big problem with grenades in FPS Creator is that there's not really a way to amplify damage for enemies and not have it apply to you. So when it comes to explosions, balancing them is a little bit more difficult than I think it should be. So I had to make the grenade launcher essentially not do too much damage, because if you fired it normally, it would probably, if I wasn't up in an elevated spot and I fired it just down a hallway, it would probably kill me. But I couldn't make it do, so I had to it's hard to balance explosives in FPS Creator. I could probably make a whole video talking about explosives in FPSC. Event. It'll be a tight fit, but I should be fine. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do that one day, is just make a full video talking about the difficulty of explosions in FPS Creator. Poor guy. Sounds like a prison block. And by the sounds of it, the prisoners have escaped. I hope my family are okay. So this idea I had was to introduce a second kind of faction. I guess a third faction at this point, because the zombies are already in the game. So, 4 factions in total. The good guys, the bad guys, the zombies, and these prisoners who killed the guards and taken their weapons. The prisoners also came in that zombie pack that I was using. There are 3 different types of prisoners. There's this skinhead guy, a black African American prisoner, and this other white guy down here with the mustache and the goatee. God, what happened here? Whoever these guys are, I think it's over. Damn, I should have expected my family wouldn't be alive still. I didn't read that fast enough. That shouldn't have happened. So I did try to have like a moment of realization, like you think, oh, my family's dead, now I just got to get out of here. I don't know how well that plays off, but I don't know. I don't want to sound like egotistical and like I think I did a good job, but I mean, I think for the time when I was, high on drugs, I think I did a decent enough job at it. This level is technically not a stock level. It comes with the very first model pack that you get in FPS Creator. I have literally never seen anyone use this level ever. So I decided to make it, put it in the game, modify it a little bit to fit the needs for the story, and just to show the level off. That's not supposed to happen. I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this level, I guess, didn't load properly or something. There's supposed to be a car here. The zombies aren't supposed to be coming towards you right away. I believe that's fixed in the current version, but I am not 100% sure. I haven't played that. I haven't played Sector 12 in a while. Well, I guess that officer got back up. Damn it, I feel like I led good men to their deaths. You don't have to kill them in here, but I would recommend it because they can break the glass and ambush you from behind. This gun is not accurate. I did like making this level, or modifying this level. I guess I didn't really make it, but I liked putting the prisoner class as the main enemies in this level versus the other guys that you were fighting, the terrorist guys. I thought it was I thought it was kind of fun to show that there's more to this than just what's on the surface. There's a missed call. We're moving as many prisoners as we can to the estate. Meet us there. An estate. I need to find a map and see where it is. My family should be here. Where could they be? So this is the final level. This is based off the only World War II level in the game. That almost killed me. Am I gonna lose at my own game? This is actually a pretty interesting level, the way it's originally made in FPS Creator. It's kind of just an open level. You have like 3 different areas you can go to. You don't have to go to any of the areas. You're not required to go to any specific part of the map. You can just go to any of the 3 areas, and it's kind of like a Medal of Honor type thing. Ooh. Did I make this game too hard? Can I not beat my own game? These red banners were originally supposed to have the Nazi swastika on it. When FPS Creator released, though, they got rid of it and just made it a regular red banner. I don't really know why, but I guess it does allow you to use it for more than Nazi symbolism. I used the original Red Banner in my first game that I made, Scared Hour Zero, at the very end of the game. Spoiler, I guess. Maybe I'll do a full... I did do actually a series of videos on that game, on the development of that game, when I was making... well, on Instagram of all places. Maybe I'll do a full YouTube series of it. Here. They should be locked up down here. Jessica, Luke. Follow me. Let's get out of here. And yeah, that was Sector 12. This was technically the second game I made, but if we want to get... what's the correct word? I guess technical, maybe? I don't know. This is technically the second game I made, but it was the first one I completed. I didn't finish Hour Zero until later, and then I ended up adding more to Sector 12, so I don't know. I guess you could argue that I finished Hour Zero second, even though I started it first. I don't know. We can leave that for internet historians later when they want to discuss Bullhead Studio games. But yeah, that was Sector 12. I might do one more video on my latest FPS creator game, Flesh and Bones 2, just to kind of show the difference in game design that I did and kind of how my skills have developed over the years. But yeah, that'll be it for this video. I will leave a download link for this one. Toot my own horn here. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I'll see you guys later.